The market's direction is so important, so you have to stay on the right side of it. What is the state of the market right now? What moves the market? What should you be doing? Let me show you what's going on and how to trade the current market's conditions. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our VectorVest YouTube channel, Trending Thursday. I am your host, Glenn E. Tompkins Jr., Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. So glad to have you here. All my new people that are here, welcome. You're going to have a lot of fun, but we're going to learn a lot about a lot of different stocks that are making news in the market. So don't be afraid to chime in. If you can hear us, and everything is coming across loud and clear, please type a VV Nation in the room. We are going to make hashtag VV Nation go viral. All right, we're going to make it happen, but that's only going to be because of you. Put it on your social media. Let people ask you, what is this VV Nation thing? Let them get on board. Invite your people, your friends in your social media circle. Share this link. You're going to be surprised at how many people are very interested in the stock market, and this could be a great place for them to learn more about what stocks are making the news and if they should buy them or possibly stay away from them. Just to let you know, we are podcastable. We are on a podcast. Go to any outlet that has podcasts, search for it, Trending Thursday, and we are podcastable. So if you're out and about and you miss the live sessions, you can go shopping and you could be listening to what's going on in the market and never miss a beat. All right, we do have a store. Look down below the video. You're going to see our VectorVest store, and we are adding more to the store almost every single day. So if there's some things in there that you like, support the channel. Go and buy some things from the store, especially the mugs. The mugs are a hot item. So if you want your own VectorVest mug, go buy it. And I'm still thinking about trying to get something etched where I can maybe sign them. What do you think, Joey? Joey says, huh?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, Joey says nobody wants that. By the way, Joey is my producer sitting side saddle to me. Say hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
All right, so we have the store. Take advantage of that. If you are a subscriber, you have access to everything that I show here by way of the mobile app. So on your phone, if you have a phone, everybody's got a phone, right? You can download the VectorVest mobile app on your phone to keep on top of what's going on in the market and using the power of the VectorVest software on your mobile device. We do have support for the mobile app every Thursday at 11 o'clock on Facebook. We do a Facebook Live with Patrick France. He walks you through the power of utilizing the mobile app. Social media follow. Follow me on social media. If you type in my name, Glenn Tompkins Jr., type that in the room so that people know my full name. It's 2 N's and no H in Tompkins. So Glenn Tompkins Jr. You can follow me on Twitter and you can follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of different stories in those social medias. Please follow me. Keep you update. Glenn Tompkins Jr. Actually, you got to put an at Glenn Tompkins Jr. all together. So Joey's going to do it again. It's at Glenn Tompkins Jr., whether it's on Instagram or on Twitter. Please follow me. Let me grow that base. And as I said, every so often, I will put some tidbits of information to keep you on top of what's going on. All right. So please follow me there. And today, can I get a drum roll, Joey? That's a horrible drum roll. Today in Stock Market Confessions, we have a new character to introduce to you today. His name is Professor Profit. He's going to be sitting in today for your Stock Market Confessions. I wonder if my cousin is here today. Mercedes, are you here? I'm not sure. I got a lot of people in the room. Mercedes, are you here? And if you are, Professor Profit comes to life today. Professor Profit comes to life. Oh, will you come on already? Wow, Money Team is getting on me already. Good gravy. All right, listen. This is our YouTube channel. One, we're going to have fun. But number two, we're going to get you into some stuff of what's going on in the market. Well, that threw me off a little bit. What's going on in the market and what stocks to possibly take a look at. So we always start off with the market review. All right. We always got to know what's going on in the market, the direction of the market. And VectorVest is one of the only softwares that are out there that will actually time the market. And from a timing perspective, we don't guess at what direction the market is going to go. We track the trend of the market and keep our subscribers on the right side of the trend. So let's open up the home page to the VectorVest software. If you are new and you do not have the VectorVest software, Joey will put a link in the room to help you to take advantage of a trial for 30 days. All right. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but at least you'll get some good strong information here to help you in regards to what's going on in the market. Our homepage reads just like the front page of a local newspaper, where right now we're one tick into the green overall on our market timing gauge. The advice or the guidance we give is VectorVest does advocate buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. That's what we're going to tell you. All right, if you look at our color guard, this is our bigger picture of a traffic light into the market. What's the preponderance of color you see? Still more yellow than anything. So yes, it's okay to buy stocks. Do I back the truck up? No. I've gotten a lot more yellow, which means slow down. And if nothing else, on the stocks that you currently own, at least tighten the stops. Be cautious on those stocks. But on a day like today where the market is up, then you can take advantage of some long positions, but just be careful. If we look at our quick list, all of the major indices, with the exception of the NASDAQ, are up, and NASDAQ is slightly down. The biggest mover in the indices, though, is the Dow Jones, up about 0.9%. Our VectorVest composite, which is what we use for timing the market, tracks the move of about 8,300 stocks. Today, it's up 5 cents to close up right now about 0.1%. So all of the major indices, we have a mixed market, NASDAQ slightly down, but it looks like overall it's an okay day to buy stocks. Now, we've got this information, and I've just cursorily gone over the information that's here. If you are a subscriber, we do offer you the daily color guard report on a nightly basis, which wraps up what happened in the day and prepares you for the next upcoming trading day. So we can see that it's okay to buy stocks, but still caution is advised. Let's talk about what moves markets. There's three things that move markets globally: earnings, interest, and inflation. Earnings are up, the market is good. Right now, earnings are still falling, and overall, we are in a case 8 bear market scenario. Yes, even with the bear market scenario, he's still saying it's okay to buy stocks. Absolutely. You're going to have bullish times to buy stocks in a bear market, but you'll also have bullish times to buy stocks, or when the market's going up in a bull market, you'll have some down times in the market as well. So all we're saying is right now, just be careful. It's okay to buy stocks, even though we are in a bear market scenario. But with that information, do it cautiously. What else moves markets? Interest and inflation. When interest is low, markets are good. All right, still at historic low interest rates. Inflation is a bad thing. All right, if inflation is rising, that's going to affect the market adversely. And slowly but surely, inflation is becoming a problem, even though the Fed doesn't say that it is right now. So let's get into some of the news that is moving the market in the direction it is. And I'm going to bring up our first story today for the market overview. We're looking at Fed Esther's George seeks risks building of double dip recession. So what does that mean? So even the Fed is looking at the possibility of we may have a recession coming along, but you think that with COVID-19, that's probably in play, right? She has concerns about a double dip recession should the coronavirus see a resurgence. And so as the market or as the country started reopening again, we saw an influx or rise in coronavirus cases. So what does that mean? Well, right now, we just sit tight, hopefully with the masks or however you want to look at it. I don't do politics in here. So however you want to look at it, we need to curb the rise of the cases, get it under control. However, she says, It's too soon to speculate. Thus the reason why I'm not bringing politics in it on whether the Fed might bring more policy help. The Fed has had the spigots wide open to make sure that the market doesn't go into a recession. So they're doing all of the things that they can by buying bonds, by buying up the debt, and doing all of the things that they can to make sure that a country stays afloat. She also expressed skepticism about allowing inflation to run hot. So what did I say? That inflation is slowly but surely becoming a problem, as some central bank officials prefer. Well, you know something? I'm a big fan of if inflation gets too high, it costs too much money to buy things, and that's going to take money out of the economy. Another story about what's making the market move: COVID crisis drives historic drop in global trade. So everybody is getting affected by coronavirus. A lot of factories are shutting down. The output of goods and services, well, more so goods, is dropping. Trade flows collapsed in the spring despite recent signs of a rebound. A reshaping of world trade could follow pandemic. In recent years, purchasing managers' indexes have become an important indicator of where the global economy might be heading. But in the current slowdown, where small businesses were some of the hardest hit, PMI numbers may not be telling the full story. And this was a Wall Street Journal story. So some of the things behind the scenes that are moving markets globally, not just in the United States. So let's take a look at that data, apply it over to what's going on with our indicators we use for timing the market. I'm going to open the software back up. All right. And let's go to our watch list of stocks that we're going to take a look at today. And two of them are what we use for timing the market. If you're not a VectorVest subscriber, well, here's one, the SPY, or the spiders. Looking at the S&P 500, a lot of people gauge this index by how well or not so well their portfolios are doing. And if you are a VectorVest subscriber, we have that indicator, the VVC, which tracks the movement of about 8,300 stocks. Let's look at the both of them on a graph. I will right-click, view the stock graph, and here they are. So we're talking about what kind of scenario we're in. Look at the S&P 500. So we're in a case 8 bear market scenario. Inflation may be becoming an issue, but the spiders are still moving up. Why? Because, again, the Fed is putting a lot of work behind drawing the economy, keeping the economy afloat, and not pushing us to the side that we don't want to be. But slowly but surely, and I'm looking at two moving averages. The green line is a 3 exponential moving average, and the red is an 8 exponential moving average. Both moving higher, but we have an indicator at the bottom, only found in VectorVest, called RT, stands for relative timing. It is on a scale between 0 and 2, where above 1 is favorable. Above 1 tells me that the stock, or in this case, the S&P 500, is in an uptrend. All right, the higher above 1 it is, the faster in an uptrend it is. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to draw a horizontal line on the graph. All right, look at what's going on with it. It's at a value of about 1.3. I'm going to make this a little darker so that you can see it. All right, it's at a value of about 1.3 and having a hard time maintaining that level, even though the market's moving up. Now, the price movement of the stock, or in this case, the S&P 500, moves RT. Interesting that the market is moving higher, but getting the relative timing at a point where it can't break through that level or a sustained level of 1.3. That is another reason to just be concerned. Don't panic. Doesn't mean, oh man, the market's going to go to hell in the handbasket. Not at all. We play the trend of the market, but we have indicators to keep us in tune as to what's truly going on, and RT is that indicator. Look at the rise of the S&P 500. Look at that indicator, RT, just flatlining right now. Today, it did break above that value of 1.3. Let's see if it's got some legs to keep moving higher. But that's the S&P 500. Again, we're not telling you not to buy stocks, but we're telling you to just be careful. Here's that VectorVest composite. Looks a lot like the S&P 500, except for in this case, the relative timing is slowly trickling down. Now, why is there such a difference between the S&P 500 and the VectorVest composite? The S&P 500 tracks 500 stocks. The VectorVest composite tracks almost 8,300 stocks. We feel that it is a better representation of broad market movement because of the sheer number of stocks it tracks. This one is, as the market or the VVC is moving higher, RT is moving down. That is still another sign of a bearish move overall. And you know something? I want to tell the guys out there, guys and gals out there, keep your head off the swivel. Use data. Use useful information that's going to help you to make better decisions. Don't get caught up in the quagmire of who says what's going on, blah, 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 blah. There's 3 things that move markets. These are 2 indicators that we use for timing the market. And the one that we use that's tracking almost 8,300 stocks, as the market is moving higher, relative timing is moving lower. That is a flag. That's all it is. It is a flag and useful information to help you to make better decisions.